All right, we got an Indian Challenger in here. I can't get away from these things. Today, all I'm going to be doing is taking out the gas tank, replacing the air filter from stock to an aftermarket. We did have his ECM sent off and had it flashed by Lloyd's a while ago. So now we just need to put the air filter in. Let's get to it. But I know you guys are probably going to be curious. This is a Harley tour pack on this bike. This is not directly for the Indian Challenger, but they made it fit. I'm pretty sure it just sits on the spools, but this saddlebag lid, he bought the bike like this. I think he actually did the work to this himself, but he will be replacing these. He's just gonna have it painted for like a spare, but he's gonna be putting some speaker lids on here. Piece up here that was messed up, he's gonna have that repainted. He didn't do this once again. He put the old style Indian headdress on there, which is pretty cool. You know, pretty standard stuff, but I think the biggest thing is the tour pack that stands out. I forgot to mention, he does have Freedom exhaust, which go from the mufflers all the way up to the header. So of course the tune had to reflect that. Both side panels are gonna have to come off because you're gonna have to get the seat off one here and one on the other side just to unbolt from right here. We're gonna go ahead and pull the fuel pump relay. This is so we can depressurize the gas tank. We're just gonna pull it. Get this seat off. Hopefully I can get it off without messing with this tour pack. Alright. Get this off. And fuel line. Alright, what I'm going to do before I pull the fuel line off, I'm going to start the bike. Yep, I'm going to do that a couple more times. Pump. All right, now that we've done that, the fuel line is depressurized. There is the fuel line. Got a tab on top, a tab right there, and a tab on the bottom. Squeeze those two tabs together, push and pull back. It should pop out. Oh, this came out easy. Didn't have to push. All right, like that. All right, tank dropped. All right, you know what's funny? I don't know where the freaking electrical fuel pump line is. This ain't it. This is where it normally is. Where the hell did they move it to? I know this is a vapor line right here. Come on. There you go. Right tool, man. Guessing this is the electrical line. Ah. Okay, so it runs from here through the harness. On the previous Challengers, it was down here. So it's under here now because there's a piece of wiring harness that you can't, even if you were to, like, you can't pull the tank off because it's hooked in still from here. Alright. Woo, that thing is dirty. That's not too bad, actually. All right, we got the old one, and this is the new one by S&S. All right. Slide that on in there. Just flops in there. All right, get that out the way. These do have a torque spec, but I think it's like 84 inch-pounds. Zip tie, clip the zip tie, wire snips on this side, clip the zip tie. This thing should go in a lot easier. That easy, bro. Click. Click. Connected that back. And I gotta hook this back in, put this cover back on, and the seat and the side panels. Oh, forgot. Fuel line. I know all too well about this, buddy. Not getting this connected like it's supposed to. Click. Come on. There we go. That's the click. Before I fully commit to that, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the fuel relay back in. We're gonna turn this thing on, check for fuel leaks. Put it in just like that. With Polaris facing towards you. Not everybody wants Polaris facing towards them. I don't mind. Back up.
The fun part, we ride the bike and make sure it doesn't blow up or do anything funky. Make sure I tightened everything down like it was supposed to. Oh man, the center of gravity on this thing is so weird with this trunk on the back. I don't like tour packs. They're just heavy. I get it, they're for, you know, storing stuff, but if I had it my way, no. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. Let's get it. All right, folks, we are in my good old proving grounds. Beautiful day. It's like, bike says it's 86 degrees, moving at about 70 miles an hour. Looks like we got a, what is that? The thing that picks up the vaults for funerals. Looks like that's what that is. I got the bike in standard right now. I'll tell you, the throttle response, he wanted me to ride this bike and pay attention to that. I like it. It's smooth. It's not like super kind of on and off. It's kind of, you know, I'm used to electronic throttles, so I know it's just, you know what I mean, just roll on it. That's super easy for me, but this feels a lot like my uncle's 2020 Challenger, where he has the tab performance, mufflers, cross pipe, and he also has a Lloyd's tune. I'm not sure what air filter he's running though. That part I don't know, but we're gonna juice on it here in a second. Ooh, that sounded pretty delicious. Woo! Front end got a little loose on me there though. Didn't like that. Wonder if it's because of the extra weight in the back. Did not like that. Because the Challenger does like to pop up every so often, but if you got more weight in the back and it kind of keeps it, you know, from naturally doing what it wants to do. Alright, that's not too shabby. Pop it in sport mode, get off the throttle. Alright, let's see what that's talking about. A little bit more, as it's supposed to. Make this turn right here. Yeah. Ugh. Shit, boy. All right, let's see what we're talking about in sport mode. Yeah, I don't like. I'm scared of this thing. I'm scared of it with the tour pack on the back, but that's enough. It's smooth. It rides. It's got some bite, but it's definitely the most important thing is it's definitely smooth. Because when you get a Challenger, that throttle can be a bit temperamental. It's kind of on and off with the fueling, and so that's because bikes, cars, everything for EPA standards, the emissions, they run a little bit more lean from the factory, so it can mess with the fueling. But the tune that you get, I'll leave my guys' information down in the description if you want to get your Challenger or your Chieftain or your Chief, in my case, get any of those bikes tuned. I'll leave this information down there below. You can check that out. For most people, the whole point of the tune is for performance, but it makes the exhaust run cooler because the bike isn't running as lean. Running it lean makes it run hotter. So run it a little bit more rich, I think, yeah, that's right, you can get more of those exhaust gases out quicker. And so overall, it makes the temperatures go down just a little bit. So, you know, bike runs better, throttle response is better, and you can just do this. Just get on it. Get on it quick. Yeah. I like it. Like that too. Oh, dang, those Freedoms, man, they're nice. It's not much crackle in there though. I like my crackles on downshifts. I don't like that trunk back there. have to get used to the characteristics of this bike, because it feels like it doesn't want to necessarily wobble, but it feels a little bit temperamental. So that's getting used to. But this right here, oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I really like that. Challengers are just really good bikes, man. I couldn't tell you too much about the reliability of them, but as far as just a bike that reminds me a lot of my M109R, where you just twist it and it's just like, okay. Oh, I can't wait till they put this thing in a smaller frame, or in a smaller chassis, or in a muscle bike style chassis. All right. I did not feel like backing this thing in. All right, we are done here.
All right, Challenger air filter installed. Not that hard of a job if everything comes off like it's supposed to, but I forgot to put the radiator cap back on, so that was fun. Had to go back and get that thing installed, but it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, stuff falls off, you don't realize it. So bike ride's great. I think he's gonna love it. Power delivery with you know, new tune feels great to me, so I'll be curious to know what he thinks about it. But again, I don't really like the trunk. It kind of adds some weird characteristics to it, but either way, I hope you learned something. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.